Hello, everybody. Welcome to Championship Predictions Round 18. And I've got to say, it's been getting tense between me and Sam because let me tell you a little story about this weekend. I received a text from Mr. Parkin basically gloating on Saturday saying that he'd given me a good battering. And I thought, oh no, he's going to have hammered me. And then when I actually looked into it, it was much closer than Mr. Parkin thought. And there was one game to go, Sam, and I was only 2 points behind. That one game was Sheffield Wednesday visiting Derby, which I forecast would be 1-1. Sam had 1-0. So if that game had ended 1-1, spoiler alert, there was a 94th minute goal, I was all queued up to send Sam his gloaty text back and say, I've actually beaten you. But unfortunately, Sam, I didn't get the opportunity to do that. And you took the past week 13-11. Normally, I'm fairly chilled out about these, but you've wound me up to the point now. I'm going to start taking this really seriously and personally. So I hope you're ready for Angry Ben. Welcome to the predictions and congratulations on your win, which wasn't as impressive as you thought it was going to be.
No, you're only really focusing on your predictions and what you've said. Like whatever you say a couple of days before the fixtures, just like I don't even listen to be honest. I'm just so single minded in my pursuit of
Can I
trophies
give you
and,
your
and, and
flowers, Sam,
accolades.
quickly? You got 3 bob on, which is very good. You got Borough
Right.
Hull, Oxford Millwall, and Swansea Pompey. I actually got 2 bob on Sheffield United, Sunderland, and Stoke versus Burnley, and you won at 13-11. Sorry, continue.
No, I was finished. I was finished, mate. No, I was just yeah, obviously there was a few on the nose, wasn't there? So I just got carried away and just forgot that I had an opponent in the ring as well. So my apologies. I won't be doing a gloating text anytime soon until the title parade is booked in.
Well, you deserved it. And Sam goes 8-7 up. Oh, no, I haven't updated that. 9-7 up. Is it not? I never get these right. Sorry. No, it is 8-7. Sorry. I've written not updated yet on my format when I've clearly updated it. And Sam is up 8 in the aggregate. It's 127, Sam, 119. Ben, let us know your scores down in the comments and let us know your predictions down in the comments. We're going ahead to round 18. Copy and paste the fixtures, get your predictions in, give yourself 1 point for a correct outcome, 3 points for a correct score. If your score has 5 or more goals, Sam was close to a bonus actually. He had 3-2 Norwich Luton, which actually ended 4-2. So a bit unlucky as well. That would really wound me up even more. Get involved in the comments, and we're going to start off, Sam, with the Friday night football. You're up first, mate, for Burnley of the Mega Defence against Boro of the Mega Attack.
Yeah, quite a difficult one to kick off. You would anticipate Borough causing Burnley maybe more problems than teams have been able to in recent weeks. So for that reason, I think they'll score. Um, Yeah, it's going to be low scoring, isn't it? I think I'm just going to have to play my 1-1, mate. One of my, hopefully not many 1-1s, but I'm going to chuck one in there.
Yeah, I was going to go 1-1 as well. And I don't really know what to do now. I could go for a Desmond, but that would go against Burnley's ludicrous defensive record. I think we can only give Borough 1 goal in this, despite. So I've either got to give this a Burnley 2-1 or a Borough 1-0 win. I'm going to give it a Burnley 2-1. Burnley 2, Borough 1. It is Leeds versus Derby. I've been very strong on Leeds and clean sheets at home, but Derby may score from a set play. So I'm going to give Derby a goal in this one. And I'm going to go Leeds 3, Derby 1 in a repeat of that amazing playoff semi-final second leg from 2019. What are you thinking, Sam?
Yeah, well, I saw Derby actually, cause a lot of problems to Swansea despite getting beaten last midweek. So, yeah, I can understand you expecting them to cause one or two problems. I don't think it'll be as tight as 2-1. So, to contradict what I just said, I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 Leeds. I can't see Derby with their contrasting home and away form getting anything at Ellen Road.
Sheffield Wednesday versus Preston, Sam.
Seems to be a lot of draws for Preston at the moment, or certainly not a lot of victories. Not the worst point in the world against West Brom. Surely one of us predicted that. I can't recall now, but I mean,
I
this
did.
again feels pretty low scoring. I think it could be another 1-1. I will just go for Wednesday to nick it after that last gasp win at Derby. 1-0 Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm also going to back Wednesday. I'm still riding my data video from the international break where the fixtures said they were going to trend up. It would be 3 wins in a row, I think, for Wednesday if they do get this. You've gone for the 1-0, Sam, so I can't have that. So I've already had a 2-1. I'm going to go for a 2-0. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 0. It's Sunderland versus Stoke, Sam. My God, Sunderland need a win. And I've got to say, I thought they were pretty unlucky against Sheffield United. Came up against durable old Sheffield United. Should have scored from the spot. Had good control in the game. But at the moment, Sheffield United on coin flip games are just winning them on durability and momentum. So I am going to back Sunderland to get their first win. I don't know how many it'd be, six or seven, wouldn't it? And I think maybe they'll blow the cobwebs off. I'm going to go 3-0. Sunderland 3, Stoke 0.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be that convincing. I'm happy to take another 1-0 there, I think, mate. I think I agree with you, but I think that there's obviously a bit of a lack of goal threat at the moment. So I think this one doesn't matter how they get it done. They just need to get back and up and running. So I'll go for 1-0.
And what's fascinating, I'm sure Sunderland fans will go with this. I remember you saying that 3 weeks ago for Sunderland, or 3 games ago. They need to get a win, and it just has not been happening after their incredible start. Sam, you're up first. Cardiff versus Watford. Good luck with this one. This one doesn't feel straightforward.
Yeah, obviously Cardiff did all right at the weekend and disappointed not to win at Coventry. Watford couldn't find that goal against QPR. Well, maybe a little bit fortunate after the couple of
QPR
misses
was
that
good, mate.
QPR players missed. Yeah, I fancy Watford here. To be honest, I don't really fancy Cardiff at the moment, despite a better performance there at the weekend. 2-1 to Watford.
Interesting. Watford are really going to have a good season if they start winning games like this away from home, aren't they? I'm so confused with this one, Sam, because you did the Plymouth Watford game, and Watford probably should have won that. But I think Cardiff will be better than Plymouth were potentially. Well, Plymouth are quite good at home. Oh, mate, I'm just going to call it down the middle. You had 2-1. I'm going to take a 1-1. I'm struggling with this one. Cardiff 1, Watford 1. It's Hull versus Blackburn. And this just feels so 0-1 John Eustace, doesn't it? With Hull struggling at the moment. Sam, surely Hull will have appointed a manager by Saturday, but I think Eustace is going to be ready and waiting for them. We're always ahead of the curve on the Championship Check-In podcast with Todd Cantwell, weren't we? And he's starting to perform now. It's so obvious I've got to do it, Sam. Hull 0, Blackburn 1, which would be, I don't know, like 6 defeats in a row or something for Hull.
I'll raise you. I'll go Hull 0, Blackburn 2.
Okay.
And I won't even give you any reasoning. Just that's the way it is at the moment.
Luton versus Swansea, Sam. Sorry, did I pronounce that better? Luton with a T versus Swansea.
Yeah, I mean, it's becoming a bit of a problem, isn't it, going away for Luton? And at home, you still feel that they can use the environment to their benefit. But it just feels like it can't go on without them finding that consistency. You know, they have to start finding a way to pick up points away and win some back-to-back games. I would just side with them here, though. I saw them beat Cardiff in a nervy 1-0 at Kenilworth Road a few weeks ago. I'll give Swansea a goal because they're improving in that regard. I'll go 2-1 Luton.
Yeah, it's interesting, Sam, that Rob Edwards seems to have gone from taking all the responsibility himself. He had a pop at the players after the Norwich game and called out specific, individuals who were involved in the mistakes for the goals. So interesting change attack there. Whether that'll end well or not, we'll find out in the course of time. I'm procrastinating because I don't know what to predict, Sam. I think Swansea are going to be a bit tighter with all the leaky goals. I think that's going to be a focus for them this week. 0-0. I genuinely don't know what to do. So I'll go for a double clean sheet in that one. Sam, and it is Millwall versus trademark Frank Lampard's Coventry. And it's me first.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You would back Millwall, wouldn't you? Or maybe Lampard's going to draw his first few games. Already got one. Millwall never concede more than 2 goals, do they? So it's either going to be... The only way Coventry get points is 0-0 or 1-1. I'm going to back Millwall. Millwall 2, Coventry 1. And that's me going around every eventuality in the space of about 25 seconds then.
I like what you said first. I think there's something in that, like Lampard's going to get a load of grief, isn't he, off the Millwall fans? Joe Edwards managed them.
Good point.
It's going to be a vociferous home support for this one, as it always is, I think. And Coventry will have big away following. I'm going to go with what you initially felt. Coventry to upset the odds, not for a win, but I'll take the sometimes predictable, but very worthwhile all the same, 1-1.
We need to find a good word to describe a 1-1, don't we? Right, the mouth-watering matchup on the Championship Check-In podcast, Sam, was Plymouth Argyle versus Oxford United.
Yeah, what have I done so far? I've got a couple of away wins in there. I have. Okay, I'll go for Argyle to get it right. When they need it. I mean, have we ever seen I haven't got the league table up in front of me, but have we ever seen a team, so contrasting home and away, but also, he seems to have really goodwill towards him, Wayne Rooney, and rightly so. It's early days of his tenure, but imagine he went the whole season with this being the narrative and the storyline. If they just getting battered away from home, I mean, I think, any other club and any other managers and different scenarios, maybe he'd come under pressure, wouldn't he? He'd come under pressure. But such is their ability to take points at home. It's almost like he can't. But it is a peculiar set of results that we're witnessing. I'm going to go for them after just saying a lot and not really making any sense at all. I'm going to go for Plymouth to beat Oxford 3-1. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, if that was, I don't know, another club and they were losing so heavily away from home, I think they might be coming under pressure. But he's got such goodwill towards him, Wayne Rooney, because of his manner since he's gone down there. I think his determination to really buy into the club and everything it means to be the manager there, and also the home performances, the late goals are just scintillating. So, it's a weird scenario at the moment.
I'm toying with the idea of playing for a bonus point, Sam, because I, like you, I fancy Plymouth to get the home win. The problem is you've gone in quite high with 4 goals, so I might just go in underneath your 4-goal call. And in Plymouth keep a clean sheet, Sam? I might go 2-0. I'm gonna do it. Plymouth 2, Oxford 0, and then that really suckers Oxford in. Plymouth will go above Oxford United if that is the case. Portsmouth versus Bristol City. Bristol City had a great win, 4-0 indeed, over Plymouth. But, as I said on the check-in, Sam, I'm fancying a little bit of a trend up for Pompey. So, it was a Desmond at the weekend. I might play another Desmond, or I might take the helpful 1-1. I can't split the two sides. We need to find a better word for the 1-1, Sam. I'm taking the helpful 1-1.
What did Bristol City before Argyle? 4-0.
Keep talking, I'll look it up for you.
I quite fancy them here.
Lost 1-0 at Watford.
Yeah, and they had a lot of chances. So I just made a very strange noise there. I'm going to go for them to... It was like my sternum. Very odd. I'm going to go for Bristol City to win 2-1 at Pompey. I think Pompey are improving, as you said on the other podcast, last 4 games, and they will improve. I'm pretty sure of it, but they need probably to get through Christmas, and then we'll see that steady incline. But I'm going to go for Bristol City to win 2-1, and that feels like a very Bristol City result on the road, 2-1 over the last few years. Fev will come up and say they've only won once, 2-1 in the last 20 years now. I've said that, but you know what I mean.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard the word sternum used outside of WWF commentary from the 1980s or whatever. Beautiful, excellent. Right, QPR versus Norwich, Sam.
Well, this is going with my heart, and this is very much a sentiment that my dad would have lived by.
You love this game, don't you?
Oh, mate, he used to love this game. He used to love QPR Norwich. Oh, mate. Norwich, good footballing team. Rule Fox, Ian Crook.
Ian Crook was a player, yeah.
Yeah, he was a player. Just loved it. So, I mean, and I always say this stinks of 0-0. This stinks of 1-1. This stinks of 2-2.
You've sold it to me, absolutely. I almost don't want to make a prediction now. I'm so convinced it's going to be 2-2. So I might play for the bonus point then. So QPR were really good, weren't they? Particularly in the first half. Should have had a couple of goals against Watford. Norwich are just scoring for absolute fun, as detailed in the Championship check-in. I'm feeling a 3-3 or a 3-2 Norwich. I'm going to go 3-2 Norwich, Sam, not just to annoy you, but...
There'll probably be one of those in the history books, mate. There'll be a 3-2.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely in the 90s.
QPR 2, Norwich 3 with Rule Fox and Chris Sutton on the score sheet there, and Les Ferdinand and Andy Sinton as well. Finally, it's West Brom versus Sheffield United, and we've talked a lot about teams with very, very good defences that are very, very hard to score against. This is 2 of them, not even just one of them. Do I play the 0-0, as we often do for West Brom? Or do we assume Sheffield United will have the quality to just get the job done? Or will West Brom win 1-0? I've got no idea, Sam. I'm trying to read your response to anything I've just said. I often back Sheffield United. I might back against them just for some variety here. No. West Brom 0, Sheffield United 0.
How many 1-1s have I had?
You have had only 2.
Go on, I'll go for the United away win. I'll go 1-0 United, but I think unanimously we're saying that's not going to be full of goals.
Unbelievable. There we go. There are your round 18 predictions. Get involved in the comments with your own. Copy and paste from the description. You know the scores. I don't have to go over them. I suppose the big question is, Sam, are you going to have your mobile phone in your hand at 5 p.m. on Saturday? And do I get to publish your gloaty text messages?
I'm not working Saturday, mate, so I might do well to
drunk text, yeah.
Yeah, I might do. I've got a family outing. My brother's away for Christmas, so we're having an early get together.
Sounds good.
In a watering hole. I will have my little boys with me, so I'll be running around.
Play? You've got to book one with a soft play, haven't you?
No. Just swallow the carnage that's incoming, mate. Hopefully, I was going to say there's a garden. There's not. There's a river. It's on the River Thames, so it's not particularly child friendly. But we'll find something to do. Crisps. There's lots of crisps, I'm sure.
There you go. It's a beautiful picture of Sam's afternoon. We hope you have a great afternoon if you're at one of the games, and we'll see you very soon for the next round of Championship predictions.